Okay, deep breath, Audrey. This is it. First day as a freshman at my dream school. The place everyone spends their whole life trying to get into. For kids like me, who can't even dream of affording the tuition, there's only one option. Grind like your life depends on it. I don't have any special talents to get a sponsor. It's just my brains, coffee, and a very unhealthy relationship with practice tests. And the grind paid off. I made it through ultra hard mode, the entrance exam.
Welcome to My Story University, also known as MSU. This place isn't just a world-class institution. It's a living campus of scholars, athletes, and artists from every walk of life. Some of you got here through hard work and exams, others through sponsorships, scholarships, or family legacy. But no matter how you arrived, one thing is true. You're here now, standing at the start of something extraordinary. To be here means you've made it through one of the toughest selection processes in the country, or at least convinced your parents to pay for it. Either way, you've earned this moment, so take a breath, look around you, because from the moment you pass through this gate, your story begins.
Wow, just listening to her made me feel so excited. Just then, the student beside her stepped forward, literally bouncing on her toes. She's probably one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen.
Hi, freshmen! Welcome to MSU! I'm Anya, sophomore, event planner, and your official chaos guide for today. All right, before anything else, keep your brand new ID close. It's your golden ticket. Tap it on the scanner at the first gate, add a fingerprint check, and boom, you're officially inside MSU. Very spy movie, I know. Now, everyone form lines. Trust me, once you scan in, the real MSU magic begins.
Lines formed in no time as students started to pass through the entrance gate. I was grinning from ear to ear when someone hit me from behind. I stumbled forward and turned, glaring at whoever just ruined my perfect moment. And that's when I saw him, a tall guy with broad shoulders and messy hair that looked annoyingly good, like he woke up and the wind just styled it for him. And of course, handsome. Sports drama poster handsome.
My bad. Didn't think you'd stop dead in the middle of the line just to admire the scanner.
I narrowed my eyes at him. Perfect. 2 minutes into MSU, and I've already run into Mr. Sponsored Athlete with a smug grin. He chuckled, clearly not offended. In fact, he looked way too entertained.
Only an entrance exam kid would call me that with a straight face.
Entrance exam kid? Like it was stamped on my forehead? Don't worry. I'm sure your sponsors didn't pick you for your brains either.
Okay, fair. You've got bite. I'm sticking with you.
Please don't.
Excuse me. Flirting's cute and all, but can you scoot? My first crush just walked through the gate, and I am not missing this.
My face instantly went tomato mode.
Relax. We let you chase true love. Ladies first.
Thank you.
Thank God she swapped places with Mr. Sponsored Athlete. I was able to focus again. Then it was my turn. I stepped up to the scanner, swiped my ID, pressed my fingertip, and the gates slid open. A security guard by the arch tipped his cap at me, smiling like he'd been waiting all morning just to say this.
Welcome to MSU. Big day, huh? You're gonna love what's waiting on the other side.
I gave him a smile as I walked toward the side entrance, and my breath hitches as I stared at what I can only describe as a dreamlike paradise. Rows of cherry blossom trees arched overhead, petals drifting like pink snow across a stone bridge that seemed to glow in the sunlight. Students slowed down, phones snapping, voices hushed, like we'd all walked into some dream sequence. So this is the famous Blossom Bridge of MSU. This was the kind of moment you wanted to bottle up forever, the kind that made every sleepless night, every exam, every meltdown feel worth it. I clutched my pamphlet tighter, grinning without even meaning to. For a second, everything felt perfect.
Beautiful, right? You'll see this every day on your walk to school. Okay, now on to important people. Introducing our student council president and vice president.
The student council president looked intense, posture straight, sharp eyes scanning the crowd, practically glowing with authority. Meanwhile, the vice president had this cheerful, approachable vibe, like the type who'd hand out snacks during finals week.
Welcome to My Story University. You should all be proud because earning your place here is no small achievement. But pride alone will not carry you. MSU demands discipline, excellence, and respect. Your time here will test not only your abilities, but your character. Remember that.
The air went heavy. Students straightened their backs like we'd just been drafted into the military. My grin slipped into something closer to panic.
Don't let him scare you too much. Yes, MSU is prestigious. Yes, it's challenging, but it's also where you'll find friends, discover passions, and create memories you'll never forget.
The tension broke instantly, and I felt my shoulder relax.
To help with that, we have a special event for the whole day. You may form your own groups, but if you're too shy, we'll group you. Like, for example,
Her eyes swept the crowd, and then landed right on me.
her perfect couple here.
My eyes went wide. Perfect couple? Me? With who? I glanced sideways and saw Mr. Sponsored Athlete standing way too close to me. He grinned at me.
Told you, I'm sticking by you. I'm Tyler, and you?
Before I could roast him, the camera shutter snapped. A boy popped out of nowhere with a massive camera, already crouching like he was shooting for National Geographic.
Yes, that's the shot! You two are like campus power couple material, Vogue cover, MSU edition. Don't mind me, just documenting history. I'm Jaden, future photography club icon, and future sponsored legend. Once the universe wakes up, I mean, come on! Sponsors don't just fall from the sky, but these shots? Portfolio gold! So yeah, I'm grouping with you two. No debates, lighting's immaculate, chemistry is insane. Ooh, you're literally my muses now!
Ugh, holy pachuchi! I almost went to heaven studying hard day and night to enter MSU, and I ended up with a smug boy and shutter weirdo as my group on my first day? Ugh, great for me. We went to the school auditorium, and I was stuck between my team. The ceremony kicked off with the basics about the school system and classes.
Freshmen, it is my honor to present the man who not only leads this university, but built it into what it is today. The owner and president of My Story University, Mr. Lucian Valcorin.
The hall erupted into applause. A spotlight cut through the room as Mr. Lucian stepped onto the stage. Tall, broad-shouldered, every detail immaculate. A dark, tailored suit, and an aura so strong it silenced the room the moment he looked at us. Handsome, almost too handsome, in that untouchable, dangerous way.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely a vampire businessman.
He wasn't wrong. A deep, velvety voice filled the room, sending a chill down my spine.
Welcome, my dear freshmen, to My Story University. Here at MSU, we aim to shape you into the best versions of yourselves. Our university is more than just a campus, it's a community, one you may never want to leave.
His lips curled into a smile, teeth just a little too sharp.
We're currently expanding MSU's reach by adding classrooms right by our beloved cemetery. And soon, we'll be bringing MSU to the moon.
Oh, wait, what? Did I hear that right? Heads whipped around, murmurs rippled through the hall.
Just kidding. I was only trying to wake you up. Some of you looks like you were about to fall asleep.
The tension broke into nervous laughter. A few students even clapped in relief. Then, his gaze sharpened again, sweeping across the crowd.
Now, before your studies begin, there is a tradition every freshman must take part in, the Freshman Quest. For the whole day, you will explore this campus, facing challenges of the mind, body, and spirit. It's not about victory, it's about growth. That is what My Story University stands for. Each choice you make, each lesson you carry, forges a new page in your story. Do not forget, today marks the beginning of your journey toward success. This is where your legacy begins.
The hall erupted in genuine applause, excitement buzzing like static in the air.
Thank you, President Lucian. Freshmen, your orientation continues with the first phase of your freshman quest. Your initial challenge awaits inside the Grand Library.
Grand Library? Totally my thing! Students buzzed with excitement, groups already chattering about strategies. I adjusted my bag and straightened my stuff, ready to dive in. Except, of course, I wasn't alone.
Bet you're dying to boss us around already.
Boss you around? Why would I?
I mean, I saw your notes. You scream perfectionist.
I gasped because I totally was. Wow, rude. I would not call it bossing around. I'm leading our group.
Yes, boss.
Why you?
Perfect! Tension, drama, I love it! This quest is practically a reality show. Welcome to MSU's Grand Library. Now, for your challenge, decode the riddle, find the hidden phrase within the library, and present it to the librarian's desk. You only have an hour. The ones who will solve it by the given time will be rewarded by MSU prestige points.
The room erupted into murmurs as groups crowded around the pedestal. I leaned in, scanning the parchment, my brain already piecing it together. Guardians of the Word, keepers of time. Knowledge is locked in order and rhyme. Seek the author whose name holds 3. On the second floor, row 63. Next, take the tome of Silver Spine, 5th from the top where the lamps still shine. Last, find the scholar who never wrote. His number alone keeps wisdom afloat. Bring them together, letters align, reveal the message hidden by design. Yeah, that wasn't a riddle. That was a boss fight in poem form. Other groups started discussing right there. Some already arguing over what the poem even meant. And some, I knew from one look, are competition. If I wanted to win, I needed to focus. I dragged Smut Boy and Shutter Weirdo to a quiet corner. No way I was letting the entire freshman class eavesdrop on my strategy meeting. Okay, listen, we're not solving this in the middle of the stampede. Everyone's confused, which means we can get ahead if you two actually listen for once.
Love the confidence. Totally giving Team Captain energy.
Yes! Secret strategy meeting! Love it!
Focus! The first clue points to authors with 3-letter last names. Second floor, row 63. Tyler, that's your job. You can climb faster. The second clue is a silver-spined book, 5th from the top, near the lampposts. Jaden, you can handle that. And the last clue, the scholar who never wrote, that's a call number with no listed author. Reference section. That one's mine.
Yes, boss.
I rolled my eyes. Come on, chop chop! Tyler sprints up the second floor like a man on a mission. Jaden hops onto the ladder and zooms across the shelves dramatically.
Guess.
I nearly choked. Why is he like this? He came back with the books and lined them up. As soon as I arranged them correctly, the secret phrase appears. Welcome, story makers. See? Genius. First place was practically ours.
Whoa, okay, that was genius.
Brainy main character energy. Love it. Those were the books? Yes, perfect.
Save it. We need to move. But then, Jaden bumps into the table, and the silver-spined book slipped from the pile. Tyler lunged to grab it. They crashed straight into Jaden, and boom, camera bag exploded. Several things cluttered, and Tyler scrambled after it like this was a sports drill. Jaden literally dived onto the floor.
Not the lens!
And 2 nearby groups tripped over the mess. It's absolute chaos in just 3 seconds.
Oh, okay. Not my smoothest save.
Oh, come on! We scrambled through the mess of Jaden's stuff, books, and people. My heart raced as I dug for our pile, panic setting in. By the time I dragged both the guys in the books to the librarian's desk, another group was already standing there with the answer.
Group 12, first place. Group 14, close behind.
The crowd applauded while Tyler and Jaden looked so proud. And me? I am not even the slightest happy. Close behind? Second place? We should have won! Thanks to Dumber and Dumber here!
Relax, boss. It's not losing. It's character development.
Character development? I don't need character development. I need first place! Holy pachuchi. So much for my first day at MSU. Students would remember me as a viral TikTok sound waiting to happen. The next quest, art challenge. I hid behind my map like it was a security blanket, trying to block out the stairs. And of course, Tyler and Jaden were crackling like hyenas behind me. Apparently, my rage and humiliation are their new favorite hobby. We finally stopped in front of the art building, with glass doors framed with colorful murals painted by past students. Anya bounced ahead of us, waving both arms like she owned the place.
Welcome, freshmen! This is MSU's art building, one of my absolute favorites. We've got cozy rooms for solo artists who like to brood, and big studios for collabs or group lessons. You can make anything here. Painting, sculpture, digital art, photography, even the weird experimental stuff. And right in the center of MSU, our pride and joy, the Art Museum. Only truly extraordinary work gets displayed there. If your piece makes it in, trust me, people remember you forever. Check it out later if you're curious.
Jaden practically vibrated beside me. He's looking like he'd found religion.
Oh, this is it. This is fate. My portfolio is gonna hang in that museum. Center stage, spotlight, destiny.
The doors swung open, and someone came out. A woman in a paint-splattered apron and the most colorful outfit I'd ever seen. Like a walking rainbow with glitter on top. Her hair was bright orange and curly, a pencil tucked behind her ear, and she had the kind of energy that made you want to burst into one of those children's songs about how the world is colorful, and so am I, while spinning in a field of flowers.
Hello, my little masterpieces! I am Orla, and today you're going to discover that art is not just what you make, it's who you are. Prepare to laugh, prepare to cry, and most importantly, prepare to get paint absolutely everywhere! Your challenge is simple, yet profound. Each group gets one canvas. Together, you must create your very own team mascot. It can be anything. Bold, wild, ridiculous, iconic. Don't play it safe. Safe is boring. And in art, boring is the only true failure.
Boring is totally not my thing.
Holy pachuchi, just looking at my teammates made me nervous. The canvases were passed out, brushes clattered onto the tables, and the room instantly filled with chatter and the smell of wet paint. The 3 of us stared at the big blank canvas in front of us. All right, here's the plan. 1 canvas, 1 mascot. I'll sketch something smart and symbolic, then we'll discuss colors later.
Yes, boss.
It took me a while to create a pencil drawing of our mascot, and I was actually satisfied with it. Okay, for the colors. Tyler just dunked a brush into the paint like it was a soup spoon.
This mascot needs fire.
Boom!
He slapped a massive red streak across my careful outline, and I nearly had a conniption.
If there's fire, it needs protection and something cool.
He added giant sunglasses, random accessories, and a ridiculous grin. Tyler started laughing, and Jaden doubled over with him. They continued drawing silly things, and I just can't. I'm trying! Our symbolic creature looked like Memesilla on spring break.
Look at his arms. He's jacked. Wait, he needs a Gucci belt.
I snorted a tiny giggle, then clamped my hands over my mouth. No, Audrey! Don't encourage them. Stay strong. My eyes caught the team near us, and oh, holy pachuchi! They looked so artsy and serene, like they'd been born holding paintbrushes, and their mascot was a masterpiece.
Relax, boss. Ours has flavor.
Jaden added glitter to the sunglasses and posed proudly.
And style. Don't forget style.
They just kept laughing, while I was practically combusting on the spot. I stared blankly at my pamphlet, now all wrinkled, like how I feel on the inside. Years of grinding. I ended like this. Day 1 of my dream school, and instead of rising to the top, I was sinking. Fast! Tyler approaches, hands still in pockets, still grinning. Jaden lingers a few steps behind, camera lowered for once.
So, this is where you host your dramatic breakdowns?
I'm not breaking down. I'm just frustrated.
Yeah, no kidding. You nearly bit my head off in front of the entire art building.
Because you won't take anything seriously! Tyler's grin faltered, his voice cutting sharper than usual.
And you take everything too seriously. Newsflash, boss. It's supposed to be fun.
My chest tightened. I shot to my feet, clutching the pamphlet like it might keep me steady. Fun doesn't win. I worked my whole life to get here, and now I'm stuck with 2 clowns dragging me down! Tyler's eyes narrowed, his arms crossing.
Maybe the problem isn't us. Maybe it's you who are so obsessed with being perfect. You forget this isn't just your quest.
The words hit harder than I expected, and heat rushed to my face. I didn't have a comeback, not one that wouldn't make it worse. So I spun on my heel and stormed off, leaving both of them in silence behind me. I went behind the school crying, for a variety of reasons, but mostly I feel bad about lashing out at Tyler. He's right. This is supposed to be a fun event. I should let go of the tension and exhaustion from all that studying for years to get here. I need to apologize later, sincerely, then maybe we can actually enjoy today's event together. But then, later came, and the tension was still thick between me and Tyler. Jaden was caught in the middle, throwing out jokes, trying to lighten the mood, but it's not working. I gave Jaden an apologetic smile, and he just grinned back and mouthed, "Don't worry, it's cool." Then I glanced at Tyler. My stomach twisted immediately. Come on, Audrey, just open your mouth and say you're sorry.
Attention, students.
I lost my chance to say something as 2 teachers walked in. The female teacher looked like she just walked out of a drama poster. Long, straight black hair, sharp eyes that could probably see straight through you. Beautiful, but terrifying. The type who made you sit up straighter without even realizing it. The male teacher was her complete opposite. All smiles, tall, broad-shouldered guy in a tracksuit, whistle hanging from his neck. He had that athletic dad energy. Warm smile, easy laugh. The kind of teacher who'd crack a joke right before making you run 10 laps.
Settle down. This is your final challenge.
Oh yeah! Time to see if you've got brains and brawn. Don't worry, kids. Only a little pain is involved.
Good afternoon, freshmen. I am Ms. Hoshino, your instructor for logic and strategy. I also teach mathematics. This is Coach Ramirez, head of physical education.
But you can just call me Coach R. Easier to shout across the field. All right, final challenge. Brain power, muscle power, team power. If you don't work as a team, you're gonna eat dirt. Let's see what you've got.
I gulped. Our team isn't exactly working right now. I am so gonna eat dirt.
There are 3 rounds. Listen well.
Assistant stepped forward, holding sealed envelopes with different colors.
Your final challenge will test perception, reasoning, and endurance. Round 1, a visual puzzle. Each group will receive an image cut into fragments. Your task is to reconstruct it correctly. Only then will you move to round 2. Round 2 is a logic puzzle, a riddle requiring critical thinking. Solve it, and you advance to the final round.
Round 3 is simple. A long-distance run to the finish line. 1 runner per team. Fastest across wins.
The assistants dropped the first envelope on our table. Tyler ripped it open, spilling a dozen oddly shaped scraps of glossy paper across the surface.
Ooh, puzzle pieces. My time has come to shine.
It's not just a jigsaw. Look, the edges don't even match.
Please, I've spent years framing shots and lining up angles. This is basically Photoshop, but in real life.
His hands moved fast, rotating pieces, sliding them into place. Tyler and I tried to follow, but he was already halfway there before we could blink.
Not gonna lie, he's kinda cracked at this.
A few final clicks, and Jaden smoothed the last piece into place. The image formed into the Blossom Bridge in full bloom, glowing under a spring sky.
And that's how you turn chaos into art. Done!
Miss Hoshino stepped over, gave a curt nod, and handed us the second envelope.
Well done. Proceed to the logic round.
Tyler slid the second envelope across the table. My fingers hesitated for half a second before I tore it open. Inside was a folded card with a riddle written in elegant script. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with air. What am I? Tyler frowned, scratching his head.
A ghost?
No. It's obviously the voice of artistic inspiration. Duh!
I roll my eyes. Cute guess, but no, it's an echo. I scribbled the answer quickly onto the card and rang the bell. Miss Hoshino raised her eyebrow, a faint smile on her lips.
Correct. You may proceed.
Tyler leaned back with a smirk, but there was still an edge to it, not his usual playful grin.
Knew you'd have it. Boss Brain saves the day again.
My smile faded, and I looked down at my hands, guilt twisting in my stomach. He was trying to make it sound like a joke, but it only reminded me of how harshly I'd snapped at him earlier. I wanted to say something, anything, but my throat closed up. The tension between us was thick enough to choke on. Jaden, desperate to cut it, slung an arm around both our shoulders with a grin.
Okay. Logic done. Art King wins again. Now we pass the baton to our athlete, yeah?
All runners to the field. This is your last leg. Finish strong.
We moved toward the track, but my stomach churned. I felt dizzy, but I managed to hold myself up and forced myself to walk. The teams lined up on the athletics field, the track stretching out in front of us like it went on forever. Tyler bounced on his heels, loosening his shoulders. Jaden adjusted his camera, already trying to get action shots. I stood off to the side, but my vision swam. The skipped lunch, the stress, it all caught up at once. The whistle blew just as my knees buckled. The world tilted, and I stumbled forward. Jaden caught me just in time. Tyler was instantly there, crouching down, his usual smirk gone.
Hey, what's wrong?
I blinked my eyes as I shook my head, feeling embarrassed. I'm fine. Just skipped lunch. Dumb, I know.
Don't say that. Just hang in there. I'm gonna call a teacher.
I immediately grabbed his sleeve, stopping him in his tracks. Tyler, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling at you and ruining today. It's supposed to be fun. And you're right. I was so caught up in being perfect, I forgot we should enjoy today. Together. Tyler blinked at me, surprise flickering in his eyes. I swallowed hard, my voice cracking just a little. I really wanted to prove I belong here, and I took it out on you. I'm so sorry. For a moment, silence. Then Tyler's lips curved into a small, warm smile.
Hey, no problem. I've been yelled at worse during practice.
He ruffled my hair playfully, but assuringly.
Just rest. I'll handle this.
That's impossible. We're already way behind. Tyler glanced at the track, then back at me with that familiar glint in his eye.
Impossible? Nah, I'm a sponsored sports student, remember? I'm not called the wind of track and field for years for nothing.
Before I could protest, he stood up and winked at me, and then he ran. Not just fast, blazing, passing team after team after team, the gap closing with every stride. He was the wind. I watched in awe as Jaden and the crowd roared. The whistle blew like a song as Tyler crossed the finish line. First place, chest heaving and a wide grin. My heart skipped, then thudded hard against my chest, faster than his sprint. I didn't even notice Jaden raise his camera, capturing me in that moment with a quiet, knowing smile. The field erupted with cheers. Everything happened so fast, but also, it felt like the world slowed down. Tyler jogged back to us with his wide grin.
How about that, boss? Did I make you proud?
I laughed. Are you kidding? That was freaking A! Jaden snapped away like we just made history. The day wasn't over. It was only the beginning. After an hour of rest, we were all assisted to the announcement board to see our class assignments, and there it was. My name, Tyler's, and Jaden's. Same class. They really had it out for me, huh? We stepped into the classroom and instantly started bickering over seats. I wanted the front row, Tyler claimed the window, and Jaden tried to sit in the middle just to capture the tension from both sides. From there, the tour kicked off. The science laboratory was first. The second I walked in, my heart fluttered. Rows of microscopes, glass cabinets of specimens, lab coats hung neatly on racks. The air even smelled like potential. The gym was huge! A full-size court echoing with the sound of basketballs. Tyler's eyes lit up instantly. Just behind it was the sports field. And Tyler was in his element, high-fiving Coach R like they were old friends, and younger athletes chasing him as if they were already their hero. Jaden, he practically screamed when we reached the photography club room. He gasped so loud people turned, then begged the club president to let him live there forever. And from there, the day blurred into moments stitched together. And there's a lot more to explore. We walked leisurely on the Blossom Bridge at sunset, petals drifting around us. For once, I didn't feel like I had to walk fast. We laughed, and the sound felt lighter than it had all day. For the first time since stepping off that bus this morning, MSU didn't feel intimidating. It was alive. It's our school, where our journey begins. The sky deepened into twilight, and lanterns flickered to life one by one until the whole campus glowed like a magical realm. Booths lit up the central campus, the air filled with laughter, music, and the smell of food. This is just pure happiness. Freshman night has officially begun. Each of us was given an envelope with our very first MSU points. To use them, we just tapped our ID and fingerprint at every stall. Like magic money. We bounced from food stalls to game booths, Tyler somehow winning me a giant plush with one throw. He plopped it in my arms before I could argue.
Congrats, boss. You're a winner too.
Thanks. Soon, the lantern walk began. A glowing river of students weaving through campus and ended at the campfire. Flames leaping high into the night. Cheers echoed. Sparks danced skyward. For once, I wasn't stressing about perfection or plans, just living, and it felt good. The bonfire roared higher. Music drifted through the crowds as students paired off, some laughing, some swaying in clumsy circles. Tyler turned to me, his usual smirk, softer now.
Come on, boss. Dance with me.
My heart stuttered. 1,000 excuses buzzed on my tongue, but his hand was already out, waiting. Before I knew it, I was stepping into the circle, firelight flickering across his face as he pulled me close. The world felt smaller, warmer. We both turned. Jaden stood there behind his tripod, grinning like he just caught the cover of a magazine.
Perfect. Firelight, romance, history in the making.
Before either of us could protest, he barreled in and hugged us both, nearly knocking me off my feet.
I'm so glad it's you two. We're gonna make the next few years at MSU unforgettable.
We all burst out laughing, tangled in the world's messiest group hug. And for the first time that day, it didn't feel like chaos. It felt like home. MSU Freshman Quest. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't according to plan. But maybe that's the point. The best stories aren't flawless. They're unforgettable. This is My Story University, a place where ambition awakens, your dreams take shape, where passion becomes flame of purpose, where friendships deepen into lifelong bonds, and each moment becomes a page in the legacy only you can write.